Anyone who knows me knows that I love Rubik's Cubes. I saw my first one back in elementary, and it's been one of my favorite pastimes for the past 10 years, so I thought it would only be fitting to represent how I got to this point with a Rubik's Cube. So, the first step to solving any Rubik's Cube is known as the white cross. And it's the most important step because without it, the rest of the Rubik's Cube could not be solved. The white cross is foundational to a Rubik's Cube, just like the cross Jesus died on is foundational to our lives. Without Jesus' sacrifice, we would be broken human beings with no guidance. But God has plans for all of us, and He is the center of it all. My faith has guided me through the scariest parts of my life, and knowing God is there for me has been my greatest reassurance and has led me to where I am today. The second step to solving a Rubik's Cube is the first layer. And this is the step where the corners of the white side are solved. And this step is also very important since it's the first side solved of a Rubik's Cube. And it begins to feel more complete once the corners are in the right places, similarly to how my friends and family have been the cornerstones of my life. First, my family. My mom, who not only taught me for 2 years, but has also pushed me to take AP classes when I didn't want to, encouraged me when I was feeling overwhelmed with schoolwork, and just raised me so well. My dad, who kept the house running and took me to so many fun Astros games, and also my sister, who talked to me about any of the latest shenanigans going on at the school. Also my grandparents, cousins, aunts, and uncles who came from Fort Worth, Oklahoma, and even Missouri to come and see me graduate. I love you all. Next, my friends I made at the school have been priceless. Whether it was laughing at the dumbest jokes or just trying to get through AP chemistry, I'm thankful for all of you. Especially Anderson, who's been my best friend all of high school, and for being someone I can tell literally anything to. And also Jackson for being my friend since 2nd grade and for also giving me the idea for this speech. And lastly, my teachers, for not only being understanding when I missed class time or schoolwork, but for also pushing me to work hard and learn skills I will use in college. All of you mean so much to me and have shaped the person who I am today. Now, the third step to solving a Rubik's Cube is the second layer, and this is where things really start falling into place. And this step perfectly resembles the attributes that I have developed as a result from Northland. Not only did I take 12 EP classes, but I also competed on the debate team for all 4 years. I learned how to juggle priorities and manage my time when work became too stressful, and also communicate with my teachers about it. I was also the sound guy throughout all of high school and learned the value in service and hard work. Everything I did at school furthered these important attributes and will prepare me well for college and the rest of my life. And now, the fourth step to solve the Rubik's Cube is solving the yellow side. And at this point, the Rubik's Cube is just a second away from being solved. Everything is set in place with the yellow side being solved, just like our plans and goals for the future. Starting at the beginning of senior year, we applied to multiple different colleges and decided what we wanted to study. For me, this looked like applying to 5 colleges before deciding on ACU and putting a lot of thought into what major I wanted to choose, before selecting electrical engineering and physics. I'm not exactly sure what my future holds, but I have a rough idea of the career I want, and I'm very, very excited for it. But now, we can finally solve the Rubik's Cube with our plans set in place, and then something happens. Something terrible happens. There's some kind of setback in your life, and all of your plans are ruined, and you're back at square one with everything scrambled. For me, this looked like having an open heart surgery in 8th grade. It was during COVID, so I had to do online school in order to protect myself, but as a result, I saw my grades dropping, talking with my friends became harder, and doing literally anything physical just wore me out. So what did I do? Well, I fell back to everything that had made me successful before. Knowing that God was there and was my greatest reassurance, falling back to my friends who were my greatest support system and got me here in the first place, relying on those attributes that the school had given me, and also developing lots of courage and resilience along the way, and then reforming my plans to be even better now that I've learned from my past mistakes. And now that the challenge is overcome, everything can end in success. Rubik's Cube is a great metaphor for life because it can be very complicated, but it's very possible to overcome with the right problem-solving skills and lots of resilience. To my fellow classmates, I encourage all of you to remain strong when life becomes difficult and never forget your faith, your friends and family, and everything that has brought you up to this point. You've already had success by graduating. Now go and use everything you've learned to strive for your desired future. Thank you.